Welcome friends. In this video I am going to talk about Gaj Kesri Raj Yog. It's a very common yog and very popular yog. Whenever you go to visit a astrologer, he'll definitely look out for this yog in your chart, because if it happens to have in your chart, you are going to be filled with abundance, you are going to be filled with lots of knowledge, fame, wealth, good health, and no enemy would be able to stand up against you. So many good things only through this yoga. And let me also tell you that many people do have this yoga in their charts, but they are not able to see the fructification. What are the reasons behind that? Why is it not happening? Why is it not giving the good results? I'll tell you all about that. And what are the things that you should keep in your mind while you are looking out for this yoga? First of all, let's start with how this yoga is formed and how this gives us good results. So first of all, this yoga is formed when there is a connection between Jupiter and moon with respect to moon. So if you keep your moon to be in the Kendra, to be in the Lagna, from the moon Jupiter should be either conjunct in the same house, or it should be in the 4th house, or it should be in the 7th house, or it should be in the 10th house. When Jupiter is in the Kendra from your moon, then it is the first condition for the Gaj Kesri yoga. The second thing is that this yoga should only be formed within the Kendra and not outside, because many people do have their Jupiter and moon in Kendra to each other, but that combination is forming outside the Kendra of your chart. It should not be outside the Kendra, it should be within the Kendra only. Only then this will be fructified. Only under this condition it will give you good results, otherwise it's not going to give you results. So you should always keep this in your mind. Now the next point is, why do you get so many things? Why do you get so many riches because of these two planets? What is so special about them? Let me talk about that also. See, moon is all about our minds, all about our emotions, all about the domestic happiness, things which gives you happiness. It's all about that. It's all about people also. It's all about masses also. And what is Jupiter? Jupiter is all about your knowledge. It's all about abundance. Means whatever it will give you, it is the most benefic planet. It gives you everything in large scale. So it's going to bless you many folds. It's about happiness, it's about family life, it's about possessing wealth, and it's about good children. So when this Jupiter happens to conjunct with any planet, it's going to increase the qualities of that planet for sure. Now under this connection, when moon happens to get conjuncted with Jupiter, it will give you the happiness as big as an elephant. So it's going to give you happiness manifold. So you will be very popular. It will make you very intelligent. It will give you lots of wisdom. It will give you a lot of wealth, and whatever things that comes to your mind, whatever things that you desire, this combination will give you for sure. And you will become very popular also, because moon is masses and Jupiter is expansion. So it will expand the number of people who come to you and with whom you are associated with, and you tend to become very popular. And then is this Jupiter will also give you a lot of knowledge, and no enemy will be able to stand up against you because of this combination. So one more thing is that, as I told you that they should be in the Kendra houses, they will only give you good results in that case. So whenever this Jupiter is conjunct with your moon, in that case you have to keep in mind that Jupiter should be ahead of moon in degrees. Many a times I have seen charts where Jupiter moon are together within the Kendra only, but they are not able to get the good results. Why is it so? First of all, you have to see who is ahead and who is behind. If Jupiter is ahead of moon, it's very good, it's thumbs up, because Jupiter is going to be the torch bearer. It's going to give you the light, it's going to show the light to the moon. Moon is a planet which keeps on growing and decreasing in size, means waning and waxing. So whenever this moon is increasing, it's waxing, you will feel good, you will feel knowledgeable, and whenever this moon is waning, you will feel low, you will feel negative about yourself. So it's always better that Jupiter is showing the way to the moon, and moon is always getting guided by the wisdom of Jupiter. That is why I am saying Jupiter should be ahead in degrees. Next thing is that those people who have their Jupiter and moon together conjunct in one house, they should always look at the sign where they are placed. If Jupiter is in its own sign, that is Sagittarius, or if it is in the Pisces sign, it's excellent Gaj Kesri Yog if moon is in the angle to that Jupiter, which means 1, 4, 7, 10 houses to Jupiter. It's very, very good Gaj Kesri Yog. But if, very important thing, please listen to me very carefully. If this thing is formed in the say Lagna, and Lagna is of Cancer, in that case Jupiter would be exalted and moon would be in the same sign, say they are together in the Cancer. Would this fructify or not? Would this yog give you good results or not? I'll tell you, this yoga is not going to fructify. It will not give you good results. Why? Because for the Cancer Lagna, the 6th house would be Sagittarius, and when the 6th house is Sagittarius, Jupiter becomes the lord of the 6th bhava, Dusthan. So now the Dusthan is getting the connection of Gaj Kesri Yog in the Lagna. It will not give you good results. So you have to always see where the lordship is belonging to. If the lordship is belonging from the Trik Bhava and they are present together in the Kendra, or they are 1, 4, 7, 10 in the Kendra, then also you will not get the results. So the signs, the lordships should also be kept in your mind. Only then you should try to understand whether you will get the good results or not. If say one of them is in the trine houses, now trine is also a positive house for the Gaj Kesri Yoga. In that case, the other would be in the Trik Bhava, I mean Dusthana. So in that case also, this Gaj Kesri Yoga will not fructify. Now the things that you should keep in your mind is that when these yogas will not fructify, first is they should not be lords of Trik Bhavas, that is Dusthanas. Second is they should not be debilitated, whether within the Kendra or outside the Kendra. They should not be debilitated, and they should not be in the enemy sign, and they should not be combusted. So if in the Kendra they are in the debilitated sign, this yoga will not fructify. They are in the enemy sign, this will not be up to the mark. If one of them is combust, means very close to degrees of sun, then also this yoga will not fructify. So if one of them is in the Pap Kartri, say Jupiter is surrounded on either sides by a malefic planet, then also it will not give you results. Now Pap Kartri could also happen in the adjacent houses, like say Jupiter is in the 5th house, in the adjacent house say 4th house, and in the 6th house there are 2 malefic planets. Then also Jupiter becomes weak. Or if Jupiter is in the 5th house and in the 5th house itself there are 2 malefic planets, then also Jupiter becomes weak. But 5th house we don't have to consider, just I am trying to explain this through an example. So wherever your Jupiter is in the Kendra, it should not be in the Pap Kartri also. So many things you have to keep in your mind, only then you can interpret the results of Gaj Kesri Raj Yog. Now one more thing I will tell you is that if Jupiter and moon are together, that makes a person very, very good in terms of advices. He becomes an excellent advisor. People will come to him from far off places to take his guidance. He becomes an excellent consultant. And if Jupiter and moon are 1, 7 to each other, means one is in the 1st house, the other is 7th to it within the Kendra, then also it's an excellent Gaj Kesri Yog, because these people would be very, very helpful. even if at the middle of night you call them for help, they will not mind and they will help you at any moment of time, not looking at their own convenience. So these kind of people would be seen under Gaj Kesri Yog. Now those people who are having this yoga, because it's a yoga which will bless you with anything that you desire, so you should be very careful about slipping into wrong direction, because as per my practical experience, I have seen those people who have this yoga do tend to do some kind of mistake in their lives, because of which they have to incur a bad name. So although it makes a person very good, but sometimes there would be some opportunities where they fall into trap and they fall into some kind of misdeed, because of which they have to bear the loss of their name. So it has been seen that during the dasha of Jupiter or moon, something or the other may go wrong and they have to bear the brunt. So you have to be very careful when this yoga is there in your chart, and you have to use your own inner wisdom to take the decisions in your day-to-day life matters. And when you take the decision of through your wisdom, then you will activate your Jupiter, and Jupiter is all about your wisdom. And when you activate your wisdom, then Jupiter would be always there to guide you in the right direction. And so this was all about the Gaj Kesri Yoga. Now there is one more thing written in Jatak Parijatak. It's a classic text in which it is mentioned that other than Jupiter moon, if a moon is aspected by Venus and Mercury, then also the person qualifies for Gaj Kesri Raj Yog. But there is a condition attached to it. The condition is that neither the Mercury nor the Venus should be combusted or debilitated or affected by a malefic planet. So they should be safe of any kind of affliction, and then their aspect on Mercury on moon would give you another kind of Gaj Kesri Yog. So many people would be surprised to hear this, but yes, if you happen to open the old classic text, then it is very clearly mentioned in the Jatak Parijatak that this is also a kind of Gaj Kesri Yog. So if you happen to have this combination also, then also you are qualifying for this yog, and you will get all the benefits which are coming through Gaj Kesri. So friends, it's a very powerful yog which is seen in your charts, and if you keep all these points in your mind, then you will be able to interpret the yog very correctly, and I hope this will help you in your future readings. So this was all about this yoga. I'll come up with some another interesting topic in my next video. So I'll see you then. Bye friends.